What's up, everybody? Welcome. I am your host, Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. Just waiting for everybody to get in here. It's been quite a hectic day for me, and quite a busy day all around for everybody. Whoop, my big mouth's on here making echoes. My bad. Matthew Adams, our brother. Thank you for being here. Love you, brother. Bob Cook in the place. Oh my God. I can hear Morgan screaming at me right now. I'm just teasing. Morgan doesn't scream at me, but she told me one time, and I just like keep it up with the fun, the funny joke. While we're waiting for people to get in here, we're going to talk definitely, obviously. I want to talk. I'm so glad you're here today, Matthew. I want to talk yesterday about Matthew Adams. Everybody's got stuff to do. It's no biggie, brother. I just wanted to make sure you were here because I wanted to ask you a couple questions and just, I wanted you to be here when we go over and review your latest amazing, wonderful, I don't want to say antics, but why not? You're amazing. It's not even antics. You're just putting the mirror of truth in these idiot leftist faces, and it's a beautiful thing. We got, so we're definitely going to go over that. I'm going to wait for a little bit to hopefully some more people pour in. I'm just going to go over something real quick. We're definitely going to talk about Alex. If you guys don't know Alex Stein, I have the video from why he's going to court. He's in court, in federal court right now. I'm not sure if it's this very moment, but he's been in court for the last couple of days, fighting, honestly, for our free speech rights. And I love you. I loved you anyways, brother. Thank you for doing this. I messed up pretty good yesterday. I said yesterday that Bubba the Love Sponge was going to be on Timcast last night. I was wrong. Bubba the Love Sponge had an interview. Bubba the Love Sponge flew up to where is he, in West Virginia, right? I think Tim Pool's up in West Virginia. Bubba was flying, but he did a pre-taped interview with Anthony Cumia, who I was speaking about yesterday. So it would have been nice to have my facts straight. But on that note, I got to talk about something. So I hope my mic's good. Truth is unbreakable. Thank you so much for being here. See, I'm afraid to be my normal self. Hopefully, Truth and all you guys. I know Matthew Adams going. Bob, I'd love to see you in Vegas. I know Matthew Adams is going to Vegas. You'll see. This is my excitement. And I don't want to clip you guys out and be too loud. So, and I'm listening to myself, and I sound like prepubescent with the microphone way over there. And I didn't really have time to check my levels. Matthew Adams texted me. He's like, "You going live tonight?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "I'm probably I might be like 5 or 10 minutes late." And I rushed and did every single thing that I could so I could be on time. It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. But on the note of yesterday's show, so I got to I listened to my whole entire show because let's just cut to the chase here. There's a few things about yesterday's show, and maybe about all my shows for all I know, because I have checked and listened to some of it, not all of it. I can't stand, even if I was in a movie with, Tom Cruise and Lila Hart and Alex Stein, which I want to happen, and Sam Hyde in it as well. Even if I was in a Hollywood blockbuster, I don't know if I could watch myself. It's the way it's been my whole life. I'm sure most people are like this. It's no surprise. But so I have watched and listened to myself just so I could see, for many reasons. And watching yesterday, I watched and listened to my entire show from yesterday. And it was kind of tough. It was a tough pill to swallow in a way. like I was saying, it was my first day back to work, like full work. It's like going to the gym for 11 hours. It's pretty brutal. I'm not complaining. It's just, it is what it is. And I think I should probably apologize a little bit, because I was dropping F-bombs like crazy. I'm like, oh my God, relax, dude. Like every other word was an F-bomb, my dirty potty mouth. And it was funny because I was listening to Bubba this morning, and Bubba's on the road. He calls into his own show. This dude has been doing this, I believe he said it earlier today, since 1988. I think he's been on the air. And he drops an F-bomb. And I'm like, all right, and it was just funny. And then, a few hours later, I listened to my show from yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God. I know you guys don't probably mind, but it's just a little unprofessional. Like, a couple of F-bombs here and there are fine, but it's like, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I know it's not just because my mother's watching. That's part of it. But, I don't want people watching my show and just nothing but F-bombs. I like to be somewhat intelligent. And comical, and comedies, curses and comedies funny, but every single word doesn't need to be an F-bomb. I tweeted out about my show getting copyright stricken, whatever the hell it is, copyright strike. I could not believe it. So on yesterday's show, I was talking about how I was going to show the clip of Saturday Night Live, SNL, because they did like the satanic thing. I didn't even play it. And so when I checked today, I'm like, I got a copyright, so I didn't even say anything. So I teased a little bit on X. Why not? A little teaser, right? It was from me showing LeBron James flopping against my Celtics against Jason Tatum. What? I didn't even show the whole... It was like a clip of the thing. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. If there was ever time for an F-bomb, it was the moment I saw copyright. What the hell? YouTube, I'm going to fight it, and I'll obviously tell you guys what happened. But it was just ridiculous. Kiki Ray, thank you for being here. Yes. Kiki Ray said, I wish people would start talking like Rosa DeLaura, the ranking Rizzler. It's giving skippity. My youngest would love that. It's so funny. Like, my middle daughter's 15. And they can't stand Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha, I don't even know when it starts, but it's probably like 9 or 10 or maybe 11 and under. And man, those whatever, the generations are like, used to be like, 10, 15, even 20, 25 years apart. Now it's like 5, 10 years apart. Like, there's just so many different generations, and they all see things differently. I was mentioning on the show yesterday how, and I was talking about my 15-year-old daughter, how, when they see someone on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, if they have a lot of people that they follow back, like if they have a lot of followers, it's an intriguing person. If they don't have a lot of people that they follow back, it's even more intriguing to want to follow them. I swear it's definitely a generational thing, because I asked my 9-year-old afterwards about it, and she's like, man, I don't really care, which is what you would probably hope that a 9-year-old, because she don't care, and we limit her time and stuff, but so it's good. And then I asked my oldest about I asked my son about it, and he's like, well, it doesn't really bother me. He's like, if I see if somebody pumps out content all the time, that's fine. He's like, but if it's just like a regular person, like, yeah, I don't know if I and they don't follow people back, it's like, yeah, they probably, think they're too good for everybody. And I'm like, there you go. That's all I was trying to say. There was something eating at me, and now I forgot what I was going to say. It was about the show yesterday. Oh, I know what it was. Okay. So, like I've been saying for a while, I of course I'm doing this really because I just like to have my voice and to say what I want to say. And to hopefully entertain you guys. So, and, my daughter, as I said before, my daughter's giving me advice because, she watches all these, shows, podcasts, streams, whatever. And she's like, just be yourself. So I have been. I'm myself. I can't not be myself, really. And, but after watching yesterday's show, I'm like, I think I'm talking too fast. I think I'm overdoing it and talking a little bit too fast. And I'm from Massachusetts anyways. And so if I have to talk to somebody, I speak so fast, and usually only New Englanders can understand each other when we talk this fast. People down south definitely can't understand half the stuff we're saying, and vice versa. We're like, what are you saying? Speak faster, please. And people down south will say to us up here, slow down, mate. Listen, take a breath, and when you can't, just say the words nice and slow. Even me doing that impression, it's like, come on. It is what it is. But I'm going to try. I just want to do better for you guys. That's all I want to do. I want to do right by you. Let me check the chat. Johnny Z! Johnny Z! I hope I'm not screaming in this microphone, but I didn't have time. I didn't have time to check the mic, and I want the mic close to me because I sound like a prepubescent 13-year-old when I play it back. I'm like, oh my God, is my voice that high-pitched? My goodness! Johnny Z, my boy! Thank you so much for being here. God, I love you guys. Watching yourself back will, Kiki Ray is like, watching yourself back will help you acknowledge that. That's all. That's the $1 million answer. That's absolutely right. So I just want to do the best I can for you guys. So hopefully Matthew Adams, I hope Matt Adams is still here because I want to get into his stuff because that was, I don't want to say a holdover, but that was from yesterday. I wanted to do that yesterday, but I couldn't do it without my boy here. I couldn't do it without my brother Matthew Adams here with us, I just couldn't. I didn't want to. I refused. So let's get right into Matthew Adams. Because Matthew Adams, over there, I say over there because I'm over here. I'm over here in New England. He's completely across the other side. And I'm taking care of the East Coast. He's taking care of the West Coast over there in Washington. And where is he? We talked about Wendy Williams yesterday. Talked about this chick. Supposedly, this chick from yesterday who boinked the other girl in the head, the baton racing. Supposedly, she gave a half-ass apology, but the damage is done. Oh, I can't show that, or I'll get a copy strike. I'm fighting that YouTube. Me and you, YouTube. Me and you. I have a First Amendment right. Okay, listen. If I'm streaming the game itself, the game is 4 days old. And I understand when you watch a sporting event, whether it's football or whatever, it'll say the retransmission of this telecast is prohibited by blah 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 blah. That's true. I am not doing that though. I am utilizing my First Amendment right as a journalist. We are all journalists. If we report news or give our opinion on something, then and that's all it was. It was just that little one story. I didn't show the score. I didn't say who won or lost. I didn't say anything else except for that one thing. So I'm telling you, YouTube, I want that copyright gone. I know I'm not a partner yet, But I want that copyright gone. Get it out of here. That's ridiculous. The SNL thing, I figured, I don't know if I could get away with it because it's the whole sketch. And I would have showed the whole sketch because you'd have to see the SNL sketch with, the Joker tuber, Lady Gaga. And it's all about a satanic ritual, blood drinking, the whole night. And it's not funny. It wasn't. I mean, not only is it disgusting, and proves that it's like, who's your audience for that SNL? Who's your audience for? People going out to, I don't know. I think it was a Chili's. I don't know where they went. Friendly's, somewhere like that. And they, the waitress comes over, and then all of a sudden all the staff comes out like they would if there was like a birthday party or something. And they start doing, these blood sacrifice rituals to an actual, like a demon god. This satanic stuff. It's not even funny. I could see I could picture it's a little bit before my time, but I could picture the Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase era people doing something similar, it's not something similar, I guess, doing a skit making fun of Satanism or something like that, and it wouldn't be as I wish I could show it to you. I hope I explained it a little better because I didn't do a good job of it yesterday. I can tell you that. I'm like, man, I was just blab. It's like, slow down, buddy. Slow down, me. This is the 2-minute one. I want the full. This is the SNL thing. It was bad. I'm not playing the sound, so eat a bag. YouTube, you can eat a bag. Look at it's just ridiculous. And then these boring no name. I mean, when people start on SNL, they don't have a name, but it's like these guys were terrible. The whole thing was awful. Oh, this is his whole restream now. I don't know if we have time for the whole thing, so maybe I will go back to that 2 minutes. It's an hour. It's basically an hour. All right, so let's go back. Because I know there was some more good stuff. I watched the whole thing, but he broke this down, and I think he did a fantastic job. Ready? Let's check out this Matthew Adams. Oh yeah, and another thing that I got from watching my show yesterday is that somehow, I'm like, there's an echo. Why is there an echo on the playback for you guys? Well, apparently, so I'm going to have to turn my headphones down now because even that little bit, and the microphone was way over there. And it's like, it was playing back, so I'm going to have to bring this way down. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. And we're going to watch this Matthew Adams again. So there was a Women's Day march. But in their flyer or their website thing or whatever, it says come to this event that the Matthew Adams pawns, and he makes fools out of these people. It's like, come to our event. It's to protest DEI and Doge and Elon and Trump and just all this nonsense, all this crap. And it's like, what does any of that have to do with a Women's Day march? 4 different women in my life, including my wife, obviously, said to me, what is a Women's Day march for anyways? It's a Women's Day. So it's like, is it like Mother's Day? We don't have Mother's Day marches. Everybody knows, just give, your mom or, your wife, if you, whatever. It's like, give the mother in your life a little love today, a little extra love. Let her know she's, she's obviously loved. Let her know she's, you're grateful for her. Let her know she's, she's a wonderful person. Oh, geez. That's weird. Just let her know how much, you love and respect and honor her. Women's Day, it's like, okay, fine. I mean, I thought that was for Valentine's Day, but I guess, whatever. I'm all down. I'm all for a good event or a nice holiday. I don't care. I like to party. I like to hang out, rock and roll, baby. So whatever, do your extra day. I don't mind. But what's a Women's Day? March. It's like they're celebrating you. You don't have to march. You won. They gave you a day to celebrate you. It's madness. Let me check with the chat real quick before we hit this up. Oh, there she go. Morgan Elizabeth, who will be joining me on this show, and we are going to take over the world. I wasn't after the show. I installed a couple of things. I got the plugin going. So soon enough, we're going to have Morgan Elizabeth co-host. Other people come up and co-host and guests and hopefully debates and all that fun shit. I cannot wait to do. But I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Stacy G! Stacy, thank you! Oh, do we get presents? World domination! Yes! Stacy G, if you go to the Chat Rat meetup in Vegas, I will give you a present, I promise. But all joking aside, Women's Day, I don't know, why not? It's kind of close after Christmas, and if you're anything like me, like, I go broke on Christmas. Not that I'm not kind of broke anyway, but man, Christmas, I don't want to say like I go all out. Shit's super expensive now. It's like triple what it should be, so, I try to keep the amount of presents the same, except the price, everything's so much. Long story short, then you get Valentine's Day. It's like between Thanksgiving, which, it costs some money for dinner. Christmas, it costs like, you got to take out a third mortgage to pay for Christmas. And then Valentine's Day, it's like, now we got to chuck you girls another, women, come on. But you know what, why not? If your woman deserves it, toss her a gift. I don't give a damn. Why not? Spoil. We only live so long. We hopefully get 100 years. Usually not close. I mean, if you're Gene Hackman and you get some dirt, on and people are afraid that on your deathbed you're going to confess to going to Epstein Island, you might not make it 100. Maybe only 95. Who knows? Man, listening to Bubba's show today was so interesting. I wish I had more time, because I was hoping of doing a whole thing with Bubba's show today. Bubba the Love Sponge was gone. He wasn't there. He's in, like I said, West Virginia. So the boys took over. Lummy, Seth, Dr. Dan, and whoever the heck else the fourth. Oh, my goodness. How can I forget the fourth person? Gene Lasker was awesome. Like, the whole show was awesome. It was crazy how good it was without Bubba, to be honest with you. I think they were all probably not walking on eggshells because they know the leader isn't there. It was fun. It's not like, it was better without Bubba. It wasn't better without Bubba. It was just a different feel, and it was fucking awesome. And they were dropping some stuff that I kind of didn't know. Like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Gene Hackman owns like a few islands. And one of the islands, actually, he doesn't own the island, but he owns a house right near Epstein Island. So one of the conspiracies, I guess you could say, one of the thoughts wandering around is that they were afraid that he was gonna, spill the beans on the Epstein Island as like a deathbed confession. I kind of doubt it. Like, you spend your whole entire life building, your namesake, your legacy, and then you're gonna tell everybody, yeah, I diddled kids on Epstein Island. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. And he's a super highly respected actor. I hope he didn't do anything, but if he did, I just don't think he'd say anything. I don't know. It's odd. Supposedly, his 60-year-old wife died from rat, from like the fucking Black Plague that's been gone for, like 500 years. And then Gene Hackman's wandering around the house aimlessly because, he's has had Alzheimer's, and the dog was in a kennel. So that's the reason the dog died of starvation. Supposedly Gene Hackman died of starvation, and the wife, who's younger than all these damn creatures in the home, maybe not the dog, but she's certainly younger than Gene was. She was like 60 and he's like 95, and dude's worth $80 million, probably way more than that, by the way, probably way more. That's just what the internet tells you. He owns an island, or owned an island off the other side of the country by our boy Matthew Adams and Barbudas up in Washington State. I guess he owned Gene Hackman owns an island off of there. So I'm sorry, that island alone's got to be what, $20 million. And then he owns all these other properties all over the world, and he's got mad cash, and I'm sure he's got stocks and all other types of goodies. There's no way it's only $80 million. I'm sorry. Like, if I had $20 million, let's say I had $20 million, right? No, forget that. Let's say I had $30 million from making all these movies. Remind you, he's got 2 Oscars. Your first Oscar guarantees you can look this up. Your first Oscar, if you're in SAG, or Screen Actors Guild, it guarantees you whatever the heck it is. So now, like, say he got it in 89. He's guaranteed now to make like $6 million a year per movie, and the dude's made over 100 movies. His second one came, I'm just gonna guess 10 years later in the 90s. Now you are guaranteed to make a certain amount more, and inflation's happened, which means that he's probably making $20 million, at least $18 million a movie, okay? So $30 million isn't a wild number is what I'm saying. So let's say you're $30 million. What most people do, actors, politicians, movie stars, whoever the hell they are, they take $20 million of that money, and they put it in either a CD or something that's going to guarantee like at least 4 or 5% return, okay? Don't want to be boring, but listen. Then they take the $10 million and they spend it, and they do whatever the hell they want with it. They buy a house, $1 or $2 million house. Nowadays, that would be a $5 million house, because I'm still waiting for Trump to fix this economy on day one. Don't get me started. Don't you do it. Don't get me started. Love Trump. I love Trump. It's just, come on. Fix it. And then you can literally, if you want to, live off the interest of that money for the rest of your life. If it's 4% interest, what is roughly... I'm going to say I don't know what is 4%. It's probably, it's at least about $100,000 a year. So you bought your cars and your house, and you have tons of cash left, and then you can live off of that money for the rest of your life like you had a regular job. I think it's a little more than $100,000, but it's at least $100,000. So I'm telling you, Gene Hackman had to have way more than $80 million. Sorry, we're going off on a rant here. All right, let's get back to the stuff here. Yes, and please talk. Have fun in the chat, please. I love it when you guys talk. Even if you're not talking to me, it's fine. No, really, it is fine. I want you guys to have a good time. Enjoy yourself. That's why we're here. That's why I'm doing this, so we can have fun. All right. Here's the moment we all been waiting for. Ready? Matthew Adams at the Women's Day March in Port Orchard, Washington. Let's go.
Oh, not just the white boys.
What'd she go to prison for?
You support your mother?
And for guns. And guess what? She got out and went to law school.
You don't know the whole story. I do. It's salacious. It's pretty salacious. It's salacious.
But you're not saying it. You're just saying it's salacious.
It is pretty salacious. I don't want anybody else to hear it.
She's smarter than you are. I'm going to tell you that right now. So tell me why it's so salacious.
It's pretty salacious. Ask her yourself.
And tell me one thing she does that you don't like. One thing.
I don't have to. This is my First Amendment right. She's a felon, just like you guys don't like Trump because he's a felon. I'm out here because she's a felon. He's a felon. He's a felon. So you can respect one felon but not another?
Yeah, based on their
Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting. Well, I think.
Very interesting, I thought. Very interesting. Is this the post that I talked about it on? I'm pretty sure I talked about or I commented somewhere. But the real quick, just let me talk over for a second. It's just so funny because you know that's their all the left's whole thing is like, oh, he's a felon. That makes him automatically a bad person. And here's Matthew Adams like, oh yeah, what about your girl Tara Williams? Simmons. My God, I keep doing that. What about your girl Tara Simmons, huh? Well, not all felons are the same. Let me just tell you, you fucking stupid, you know what? I'm trying to keep my potty mouth to a minimum. I'm sorry. Tara Williams and Matthew Adams, help me out if I'm missing anything. From everything that I've looked up, she got bopped selling and using drugs. She got caught stealing. She got caught with guns. I don't know if she got in trouble for it, but she was like living in her car. I mean, it would almost be sympathetic if she wasn't such a piece of human filth. So, Tara Simmons, and we'll hear in a second, she fought to have, she wanted, like pedophiles who are like convicted pedophiles to be on a board that oversees oversees victims of sexual abuse and victims of rape and blah 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 and the whole terrible area. It's like, so she goes, they have a lot to say. I wish I had the dang thing pulled up because Matthew put it out, the video of her sitting there trying to justify, and she brought a bill to the state senate or house or wherever she's in. And wait, she's a rep. I forget. So it's just really, really interesting, isn't it? It's like, oh, okay. So, all these felons, Trump's a felon. So no, he's a felon. Ladies, you want to know what Trump's felonies were? First of all, he shouldn't have felonies. They were misdemeanors. And the dirty Democrats in New York went back and said, no, we're going to make those misdemeanors a felony. So just so they can charge him, they totally charged him with fake shit. His crime, Trump's felonies, are that he lied about how much Trump Tower was worth so that he could get a bank loan for other things. It's not even for the place. He's like, look, if I default, this is how much my building's worth. You can take that. And the banks even went into the case and said, we gave him the loans and we have no problem. We didn't even care how much the Trump Tower was worth. And matter of fact, Trump Towers was worth that. So, and he paid all his loans off. He's never defaulted. He's in completely good standings with the bank. And the judge is like, oh, okay, thank you. See you later. And they brought, now jury, when you go deliberate, find out if Trump is really, really guilty, or if he's super duper guilty. Should we put him up for the death penalty? And how much should he pay? That's not what you do. You say, you tell I'm making silly voices But I am not kidding. That's what that judge did. Told the jury, when you go and deliberate, find out, when you deliberate and you come to realize that Trump is guilty, what do you also think maybe should be his penalties for this? What, right? That judge should be thrown in jail. First of all, no matter what, that judge should have his bar taken away, no more license to practice law. Your judgeship is gone, okay? If in my world, if I was able to, that judge would also, they would get those things. They would also spend 20 years in jail because as a judge, you are held to a much higher standard. Oh, I could go on and on. Ready? Let's keep watching because, whoo, here we go.
Interesting. Well, I think that she should put public safety before criminals.
But elaborate what you mean by that, please.
Period. That's enough. Look at House Bill 2177. Google it on your phone. Google it on House Bill 2177. Go and read it out loud, and we'll talk about it. I'll let you have a few minutes to educate yourself.
House Bill what one?
2177.
Is it one that
Yep, she just spoke about it. Has to do with sex offenders. Want to put sex offenders in position of authority on boards. So, make sure you get that. Go ahead, look it up. Go look it up. I'll give you a few.
Uh-oh, what did I do? I lost it. Did I lose it? Was it over? It couldn't be over, was it?
Look at House Bill 21.
House Bill what one?
2177.
Is it one that
Yep, she just spoke about it. Has to do with sex offenders. Want to put sex offenders in position of authority on boards. So, make sure you get that. Go ahead, look it up. Go look it up. I'll give you a few minutes to read on, then we'll talk about it. Because I'm not okay with it.
Some people may have a stigma for people who have committed a sex offense. I think they have invaluable information to share.
That's sad. You guys should get better signs.
Yes! I think you guys should get better signs. Matthew got those signs himself. They are fantastic, beautiful. Everything was perfect, man. I'm going to try and piece through some of the other ones. I just thought of something. I literally, just in this moment, got an idea for both of the anti-protest protests that Matthew Adams just did. I think I might have something more to edit. Airplane Willie! Airplane Willie! I'm sorry if I'm loud. Like, I need my mic near me. I'm sorry. It's unnatural. It's not natural. Yes, Kiki Ray's like, what the fuck? It's wild. It's insane. These people, like, first of all, if you're going to vote, at least know, like, the main things about the candidate. Like, especially in a local election, we don't get the scrutiny like we do in a national election for, senators and congressmen and obviously president. But you gotta be kidding me. I mean, what the hell is wrong? What's the name of the Kipsap Sun? Say that 10 times fast. The newspaper out there, the Kipsap Sun. What are you doing? You didn't tell anybody? So either the stupid Democrats are uninformed, which that's the case anyway, or you informed them and they still didn't give a shit. Now, I was just kind of teasing Trump earlier, I'm actually serious about it, but it's like, dude, like, there's some things I want Trump to hurry up and do. I'm sorry. Like, you promised them. Oh, day one, they'll happen. Like, don't day one me if you didn't really mean it. Like, I love you, Trump. I love you, brother. But you gotta do what you say. Like, and this is bullshit. Like, I sat there and defended a lot of the bullshit that you did, Mr. Trump, to all these people in the last 4 years who were against you. And I kind of feel like an idiot, for defending you so vehemently. It's like, dude, I love you. Dude, I love you. I'm not saying it's President Trump. I'm not saying, that I hate you or anything like that. But it's just, there's some shit you got to do better. Do better is all I'm saying. In what? I don't even know, like what? 10 months? I think you get 10 months. And that's when, in 2 years is when the midterms come in. So, and Congress people running, for that position again, or rerunning, or new people, they have that whole next year, or the whole year to run. So in 10 months from now, or whatever it is, 10 and a half months, when these people for the whole year are just going to destroy you. Like right now, you have to crush it. Open drilling in Anwar right now. Reopen the Keystone Pipeline. Oh shit, now that I think about it, I don't know if he can really do that because he's been fucking dicking around and toying around with Canada. I love what he's doing, but it's just, man, it doesn't have to happen right now. There is good news with Trump. Like eggs are, the cost of eggs are down, and like the shortage of eggs are going away. The Biden administration literally paid like millions and millions of dollars, like tens of millions of dollars, to like the 6 or 7 biggest companies. They did it to almost all the big companies, but the 6 or 7 like biggest companies, chicken companies across the country. I mean, they give them each of them like 40, 45, 50 million dollars, right? And with that money, they're like, yeah, cull them so that you can keep prices, at a certain point, at a certain price point. So we could have had cheaper chicken and cheaper eggs and, let's face it, a lot of other shit, milk and you name it, anything that's coming from farms. It could have been much cheaper. So the Biden administration, in their genius, thought it was a smart idea to keep the cost of certain foods high to match the inflation of all these other assholes who only inflated their shit, hopefully only inflated their shit, because of gas prices. It costs money to transport. If a trucking company is like, yeah, I can deliver your shit, every single week, and here's the price, they try to make up that price by, we pay that price, the consumer. If they quadruple the fucking price because, the transportation, and it costs more for these companies to produce the food or whatever, that we pay the price. And it's like, if my dumbass knows that, then President Trump knows that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be told, like, oh, Trump's just trying to figure it out. Like, dude, you've been on this earth way longer than my dumbass, and you are much smarter than me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who Trump is placating to, but it's like, dude, stop listening to these people and fix the damn economy now. So that's my 2 cents. All truth, you gotta bounce. Truth's unbreakable, gotta bounce and keep going, dudes and dudettes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here, girl. I'll see you later. Alex is gonna be on at 7. So, shit, I better hurry. We got 10 minutes. All right, let's get to this. This isn't the last. We're gonna see a Matthew Adams. I'm gonna try and do a video about this. I just got an idea. I don't want to ruin it for myself. I should probably write it down so I don't forget. But let's get on to some Alex Stein news, shall we? So this is what happened with Alex. This video right here is why he's in court right now.
Seconds. When are you going to protect straight men from injustices, sir? When are you going to disrupt straight men?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but your time is up. Thank you. Thank you. All right, our last speaker is Mr. Alex Stein.
I have a handout. Okay, cool. How you doing, Judge? My name's Alex Stein. They call me Primetime 99 Alex Stein. And I'm a Blaze TV contributor. And so I'm just, the handout here I have today, I see you got me filming. This is a D Magazine article about Clay Jenkins, and it says, in college at Baylor, Jenkins continued to distinguish himself dubiously. He was arrested twice, once for reckless driving after he led Baylor security and Waco police on a car chase he planned, and a second time for criminal trespassing in a woman's dorm room during a panty raid. Strangely enough, he was never arrested for his role as a famous Baylor pie man, a hitman for a student-organized ring that offered to throw pies in people's faces, professors, ex-boyfriends.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
You're not allowed to admonish members of this court.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I would like to get some clarification. On here it says, but Judge, what I'm saying, this is talking about a panty raid. I'm not admonishing.
You're not allowed to attack members of this court.
I'm not attacking them.
Yes, you are.
I'm asking a simple
no,
question.
You're not. What's your question?
I'm asking you,
what is your question?
What was the panty raid about? My question is, he was
okay,
arrested
well,
for a panty raid.
you're attacking
I'm not
members of
allowed to
court.
ask about his
You're
criminal
finished.
record?
You're finished.
I'm not
You're
allowed to
finished.
ask about his
Yeah,
criminal
Marshall,
record?
moving on.
I'm not allowed to ask
You're
about his
out.
criminal
You're
He's a
finished.
panty raider.
You're finished. You're finished. Okay. Yeah, anybody else? He was the last speaker. Let me tell you something. Members of this court, attacking us, that's beyond the pale.
All right, so that concludes our public speakers for.
Unbelievable. Every time he does these things, it pisses me off when they try to attack him. Did you notice that? Let's just go back just a little bit, right? Let's see when they drag him off. This pisses me off. Where is it? Ready? Keep an eye on this weasel right here. Keep an eye on this prick right here. Watch this.
You're out. You're finished. You're finished.
What was they grabbed? Put your arm down. Fuck you. Oh, I promised, but I tried not to swear. I didn't really promise myself I wouldn't swear. But man, who do you think you people are? Also, he's not disparaging you. So in these damn, federal proceedings, you're not supposed to insult each other. It's like there's a decorum rule. He didn't say, that we've seen Alex do this shit a million times. Sometimes he will say disparaging things. And this one, he's completely innocent. He didn't come out and disparage anybody. That guy felt disparaged because he was laying out everything that he did wrong. So Alex is in court for this shit. It's been, I believe, 3 years. This is before he had the Primetime with Alex Stein show on The Blaze. He was still doing Conspiracy Castle. So this is day 2. Let's just check this video out.
All right, guys, we're back at the federal courthouse for day 2. My federal lawsuit against Clay Jenkins. It's a big day. I'm going to hit the witness stand. It's going to be crazy. You do not want to miss the updates. So wish me luck. I'm fighting for free speech. Look, this guy's a fan. Yes, I love this guy. Thanks, dude. So wish me luck. All right, guys, we're back.
Man, I don't know why that's squeaking. This thing's brand new. Maybe that's why it's not broken in. So, Jimmy, JVT, our boy. Truth, I was going to show. She's the one who showed me. JVT's been in the court. Xing out, tweeting out, or whatever, what's going on. He did this very in-depth drawing of Alex on the stand. It's actually not bad. Let's get to this part. Ready? So he's like, let's just go right to it. Ready? He's like, official day 2 thread here. Alex Stein 99 continues his battle for free speech again. His free speech against Judge Clay Roy Jenkins. We'll be posting updates throughout the day. So these are some of the updates. Ready? Alex and his lawyers will also be discussing, will be on tonight discussing at 7 o'clock what the hell happened. The First Amendment is on trial. I know, a lot of the times it's hard to actually think about it, but this is what he's actually doing. He's truly fighting for our First Amendment rights. If he loses, we all lose. It's, there's weight to this. It's detrimental. There's real world repercussions. Cross-examination of John Wiley Prince continues. He's wearing signature purple suit. Reporter from Dallas News is in attendance. Judge Clay Jenkins is also back. His dark brown hair has almost certainly dyed. JVT court reporter extraordinaire. Juror who kept falling asleep yesterday is now wide awake. Alex's lawyer brings up how John Wiley Price's support of the COVID vaccine and transgender rights, and how that could have been why what his bias was against Alex for just kicking him out. And Alex, we just saw, he didn't disparage. Disparaging would be like insulting. I mean, you guys don't need to be, taught this, but I'm just saying, why not? I might as well explain it for people. We got 5 minutes. I gotta hurry up. It would be like, saying, having, Judge, what the hell his name is? Clayroy. I'm just gonna say Clayroy Jenkins. Judge Clay Jenkins, was going through women's panties and sniffing them right there. Now you change the actual, article from the straight report, and you're adding your own thing in to disparage, to make them shame, to try to shame them. Why can't you shame them? I don't know. I mean, when these scummy leftists get up there and they do it to one of our own, yeah, it pisses me off. But never in my mind do I think, get them the fuck out of here. Unless they start saying, screaming or just being outrageous. Would I like them to get fucking bounced? Sure. But like you guys heard me say a million times, I am fair and square. I want that shit played right up the pipe. And it's why my initial instinct was to say, what are you doing to the shitty Tate bros? I don't like them either, but why you legally, you're not supposed to look for a crime. You're supposed to find a crime and then investigate the crime. But that's why I kind of took it back, because Dick Masterson, of all fucking people, Juju the Cow, as other people know him, said that he admitted to doing all these things. Andrew Tate admitted to banging a 15-year-old and kind of keeping what I can only describe as a sex slave or sex slaves. So there is a crime there to investigate. Sorry, just the way it is. We shouldn't be like the left. We shouldn't be like leftists and just, when we don't like somebody, just attack and go after them. And that's why my initial instinct was to say, even though I despise those two, they, have rights. But when I heard that, I was like, man, there is a crime to investigate. Real quick. We only got a couple of minutes. Let me hurry up. Alex's lawyer continues. Let's focus on the panty raid incident. Old white lady juror smirks. There was a couple of things here I thought were pretty funny. Lawyer Judge J. Clang, Leroy Jenkins, keeps standing to make objections, becoming a borderline workout class for him. The cell phone of the main lawyer for Judge Clay Jenkins suddenly starts loudly ringing. This lawyer frantically goes to turn it off. He angrily shakes his head at the cell phone as if it were the cell phone's fault and not his own. He's the first person since 2014 to not keep his phone on vibrate. Other female lawyer for Clay Jenkins has her 2 cats as her background on her laptop. Maybe she and Alex Stein could become fast friends after this. This is here's another courtroom drawing. This is pretty hilarious. Look at the judge. Oh, shit, I fucked it up. Oh, I cursed again. Curses. There was one funny one that really got me, and he's like, yeah, they're playing the they were just playing the tape that I showed you, and they were like the jurors were laughing. So it's gonna look good for Alex. Real quick, let me get to this real fast. Again, I apologize. I will do better after watching yesterday. You know, I'm not gonna try and I'm gonna try and slow myself down because talking too fast. You know, yeah. So that's the deal. And like I said, yesterday I made a little boo-boo. Bubba is on Timcast tonight. If you didn't watch Doc Match Steve yesterday, it was still an awesome show. I was so exhausted, I fell asleep a little bit in between it. I've been waking up a little earlier than normal, and because I want to get home from work. I explained to my boss I have a podcast. I don't like calling it a podcast, but it makes more sense than saying I'm going to stream. Like, what do you mean? There's a bathroom over there. Go stream in the bathroom. No, he's not that old, but I thought it was funny. Shit, we got to go. Bubba's on Timcast tonight, so tune in right now. Go over to Alex Stein. He's got a show. I'm pretty sure it's in the studio. He's gonna have his lawyers and other people in there. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna find out what's going on. Never a dull moment with Alex anyways, and I'd never miss a show. And then right afterwards, go over to Doc Match Steve, because the hell with watching Timcasts. No offense, Tim, but we like to participate in the chat room, and it's so fast, it's way too fast. Timcasts chat room is like the worst, and it's just nasty people, and then some funny, but the funny goes away so fast. So let's all enjoy Bubba on Timcast on Doc Match Steve's show. I believe it's on the 8 right after Alex. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love every stinking one of you. We'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow again at 6 to 6:55, because of course Alex is going on again. Until then, I love you all. I'll see you guys over at Alex's, and then over at DMS, and then here tomorrow again. All right.